afternoon YouTube. I think this is probably the first time you guys have ever seen my face, but just had a little stint in hospital over the last couple of days and just decided that I would get straight into it and do a couple of unboxings for you. So and I also received my brand new filming booth, which is pretty cool, even though it did take it 8 days to get here, and I paid for express Royal Mail delivery, which should have been here within 48 hours minimum, so thanks a lot, Royal Fail. I got things from China faster on international shipping than Royal Mail, which has come from just down the road in Peterborough, so hey ho. So I've decided I'm going to do a couple of unboxings for you. I've got some electronics that I mentioned for the Battlestar Galactica build, a Thunderbird, which is going alongside my Fireflash project, and a classic Gundam kit. So we'll start off with that. So give me a second to reposition the camera. Okay, so the first one up is the classic Gundam from Gundam Wing. I don't know much about Gundam, I've only recently just got into them, but this is a very old kit before they actually went over to the high grade, master grade way of organising the kits. This is a 1/44th, so it's the equivalent of a high grade kit, but the kit actually inside this is nothing like a high grade. As you can see, the box is very slim. There's a couple of other like different Gundam kits on there. As you can see, some more there. This is the kit as it's shown now. Yes, it's very different to what you would expect a normal Gundam kit to look like. So we've got our instruction manual. This one actually comes with an English instruction manual as well, surprisingly, where Bandai, I think, just stopped doing English manuals, but this is the Japanese one with the paint guide on there. We open it up. Well, that's the actual front cover. This leaflet's been put together a little bit backwards, but assembly instructions are there. Frame layout, everything else like that. Bit about this Gundam, its weapons, a bit about the character. You know, I would read some of this to you, but I don't read Japanese, so there you go. That's the Japanese instruction manual. It also comes with an English version of the instruction manual. No colour pictures in this though. It's basically just the assembly instructions and that's it. Just bog basic assembly instructions in, I believe, English, a couple of other languages. Yeah. Get on to the most important parts, the frames that are in the box. So there is 2 packets of frames. No clear parts in this kit whatsoever, but we've got our foil stickers, as you get with most Gundams. Multicoloured sprues, polycaps, your bog basic stuff. Just crack open this. It's the first time using this photo studio, so bear that in mind. So these look like armour, skirt armour, leg armour. Appears to be part of the scythe. You can tell this is a very old kit by the quality of the plastic. I don't know whether the camera is actually picking this up very well, but my lamp is incredibly hot. I'm just trying to get a bit more light on the situation. Yeah, we've got, there's the V-fin, a couple of other bits there for the head. Leg armour's all one piece. There's no frame to this kit. This appears to be the weapons sprue. It's the scythe there, top of the scythe, which on the new HD version of this kit, that is actually clear green. This one, it's white plastic. Same for the beam shield as well. That's there, and the beam rifle here looks to be in 3 pieces. Exhaust vents, pretty much everything you would expect to see on a Gundam kit. Foil stickers, we've got shield emblem, eyes. Not too sure what these bits are, I'll have to have a look in the instructions. The basic. Put these back in the box. this one is... This one appears to be in a different bag. Give me a second. Okay. So we've got some polycaps. PC110 polycap runner. Yep. With his hands as well, he's got clenched hands in this, no posable hands whatsoever. You've just got basic rubber hands with this kit, clench into a fist. And then we've got, looks to be the rest of the armour pieces. Head armour, shield. Head armour, shield. Torso, feet. Yeah, basic armour there. So that's the Gundam kit. Very basic. I think it's circa 95, I believe, this kit. But I got it off eBay for a £5, which I thought was a bit of a steal really for a very basic kit. About the same price as an average Airfix kit in this country, but there's the Gundam. I'm just going to pause this a second. I did notice my lights were a bit naffily positioned. I'm just going to reposition those before we get onto the other parts. So just bear with me a second, I shall be back soon. Okay, kit number 2 is the Thunderdird kit. This is by F-Toys. It's not exactly what I would call a model kit, but it's kind of the same scale as what I was looking for to go with the Fireflash. It's 1/350th scale Thunderbird 1. Just one up in the top corner. I have a suspicious feeling that these were built as like HeroClix boosters. You didn't know what you were going to get in the box until you bought it, because this box appears to be sealed at the top, like the same sort of thing you find on cereal boxes and the like. The bottom's been opened obviously to tell you what it is. Not entirely sure what these kits say on them because it's all in Chinese, but this kit was about £7 with postage from China. So I wasn't expecting too much, but I didn't want to spend 40 quid on the equivalent for Asamoah and Asamoah, which is the Thunderbird 1, but it comes with the entire silo for Tracy Island. I didn't want that. I just wanted a bog basic Thunderbird to stick on my diorama with Fireflash. So I didn't want any, because I'm recreating the scene from Operation Crash Dive, where, if you haven't seen the episode, Scott Tracy takes out Fireflash over the same route to try and figure out why the thing keeps crashing in the Atlantic. So that's what I was trying to do. I've got some cars coming as well, 1/350th scale car kits for railway layouts. So inside it is a pre-built, pre-painted kit pretty much. Little picture of it taking off there. Interesting thing on this kit is it does actually have a size comparison of all the different Thunderbirds there. So we've got Thunderbird 3, Thunderbird 5, obviously the biggest thing is Thunderbird 5, got Thunderbird 2 there, and then it's 2 machines. Looks like Thunderbird 4 down there. There's the machine with the big grapples that picks stuff up the mole. We've got, I'm not sure whether that's supposed to be a Zero or a Spitfire. One or the other looks very similar. That's definitely an F-16. Space Shuttle Thunderbird 1. So it's got you some decent size comparisons on there. Basic assembly instructions. Basically, you can either have this with the landing gear down or landing gear up. Comes with 2 separate sets of wings for that job. Okay. Take it, open this vac form plastic here, protecting the kit. So this is the set of wings which are in fixed position for the landing gear to attach to. So there you are in fixed position. We've got our stand, which is on a ball and socket joint, which fits into this rather interesting display stand. Yeah, interesting is the word for it. I've seen a few of these other kits, like they do some Star Trek ones in this sort of series. Star Trek, Star Wars ones, other things. And stickers for marking for the tail and the nose. Then we actually have the machine itself, which actually has Thunderbird 1 written down its front, but my camera isn't picking that up. It's got the big 1 there. No other markings besides the black line and the Thunderbird written down the front of the big 1. Painting isn't bad, but it ain't brilliant. I'm going to touch this up, but the panel lining on it is pretty accurate to the actual real thing. So, coat of gloss varnish over this, pick out the panel lines with some enamel panel wash, or Tamiya panel accent, dull coat it, done. Maybe not dull coat, I might satin it because it is actually a metallic colour. I think dull coat might just dumb it down a bit too much. The wings move on it. So the wings move in and out. The details, incredibly detailed on the panel lines, but very easy to take apart. Nose cone comes off. Engine section comes off with a bit of wiggle. There we go. Then you just peel this thing apart very gently, not trying to break it. The wings are on a ratchet inside, so when you move the wings, the other wing moves with it. But we take these out, place these ones in. They are actually one size fatter than the other, so you can't get them on the long way around. Put the body back on, lock it in place with the nose cone and the engine, and et voila, we have a Thunderbird with its wings out, locked in position for the landing gear to fit in. So we've got these little tail fins, 5 in total. I know the kit only has 4, but you get an extra one to fit the little tiny rear landing gear on, so obviously because it rests on its tail. So that's on that sprue, and this frame we have the actual landing gear itself. This plastic appears to have been cast in standard white plastic and then sprayed silver by the looks of it, because there is some spots on this frame which are not silver, so I think this kit's probably been sprayed a separate colour, but that's our Thunderbird there. Not a bad kit, cost me a fiver, 6 quid, 5-6 quid. A lot cheaper than the Asamoah one that I was going to get, and then realised that it was a bit overkill really, considering I could get this for, which is the right scale, and for for more than half the price. But yeah, not bad. Little. Oh, actually, these aren't stickers. They're water slides. I thought they were stickers. Oh, sorry about that. I just the clear film fell off the outside. I thought they were stickers. Oh well, that's a bonus. Sorry, I'm throwing it everywhere now. That's that kit then. So, last but not least, I will get the last thing out, which is the electronics. Just bear with me a second. Okay, I did mention I was getting some electronics for the Battlestar Galactica. Unfortunately, I was going to get the extra brasses, but the company that makes them has not got any stock in at the moment, and they are not planning a restock until Easter time, so it will have to be till then, and I refuse to buy them off eBay because people on eBay are putting them up exponentially to what they actually cost to buy. The cheapest I saw on eBay was £27, and that's just for the museum windows and the hull insert. You can get it from the company that makes the bloody thing for 15 quid, so sorry, but I ain't paying that, mate. So I'll just wait till Easter. I've got a few other projects I want to crack on with before that, so the lighting is the first thing I want to get sorted out. So first of all, I had to order some more resistors. These are 10 ohm resistors, suitable for LEDs. I always recommend putting a resistor to every LED. Some people say otherwise, but I just prefer to keep the LEDs going as long as possible with a small resistor attached to every circuit. This pack of 20 cost me 15p, so 15p works out a lot cheaper for your electronics and keeps them a lot longer. A new breadboard. I've got a really big one that goes on my desk when I'm doing big lighting rigs, but I find sometimes it's just a little bit too big and unwieldy to use. It's a big one with the power pickups on every side, all the different inlays, power ins and power outs. I just found it was a little bit too big. It's got a voltmeter attached to it as well, so I just gave up on that idea and went straight for this small one. It cost me $2.50. It's got a sticky back on it, which I'm not going to use. I'm going to take this off, but suitable for doing small circuits on. Also, I've got some more of these barrel female connectors. So basically, you take these, attach them to all of your models, bases, either which way, and you can use one power pack to power all your models, as long as you write down what voltage you need to have it set at, which is what's in this big white box here. Basically, solder one of these to all your kits, and you don't have to mess about with batteries or other things. Well worth your money if you're going to be doing a lot of kits. If you're just doing one-offs here and there, it's probably not worth your while going out and buying one of these, because this was about £15 for this thing here. But it will go from 1.5 volts all the way up to 12, I think. It's 14 or 12 volts. So this is very useful for that. I have various connectors as well, but I prefer the 25mm connectors. They are the most common, and you can always find room for them as well. So this is it. I've already taken it out and tested it, but get all your different types of connector. So if you've got different things, you could probably reuse this there. That's a Nokia charger there. A couple of different jack plugs, vice versa. This is the actual unit itself. Variable voltage is here, so you can set it to whatever volt you want. I had it set to 3 volts just to test it. That's that, and there should be a key inside there somewhere. I believe it may be in the box. Yeah, there it is. Fell out of the box. This is the key. You can just use a screwdriver, but it does come with a little key. So you obviously do it yourself. Pop these back in here. Get this out of the way. That thing is taking up quite a lot of space. This booth is quite small. More miniature switches. I've used all my other ones, so I ordered 5 more. Then we have the main thing that I wanted, was a new tiny Cylon kit. This has 8 different modes on it, but this one I got sent to me by SparkFun. But if you ask them very nicely, they will actually upload a different source code to it if you want just one of the modes, which is what I did. I said I want to use this in my Battlestar, but I know full well that if you turn it off, it will reset the unit to its default setting, which is the Cylon scanning mode, or the Larson scanner, depends on what you want to pronounce it. But they quite willingly said, yeah, sure, we'll do that for you. And the guy gave me a custom IC, which only does on, off, and the scanning mode. So we've got 5 red LEDs, which will be changed to 2 green and 3 red. Not 3 red, 3 white, sorry, to do the running lights in the engines, not the engines, the fighter bays, for instance. And I'm also going to be running some up to the navigation lights, but I'll be using fibre optics to give the idea of light. Also, we have the board itself. This is the SparkFun board. Zoom in on that a little bit so you can see it. There we go. This is the custom IC. I've already attached it to the board. I haven't soldered it yet. I've already placed the switch because I basically just tested it to make sure it worked. But, yep. Any problems with them, SparkFun are really useful in that respect. Just explain to them what it is you want. I sent them an email and they said, yeah, sure, just send us the specs you want and we will custom write the source code for you and upload it onto the chip if you haven't got the means to upload it yourself. So yeah, they did that for me, so it only does the one mode, which is pretty cool. which very nice, very thanks. Oh, a little screw and a resistor as well to attach it to the board. Well, you get this big battery pack with it, which is a AA battery pack. I do AAA battery pack, 3 AAA batteries. But this particular unit, I've used it before in my Mobius Cylon and a Ford Mustang that I did to look like kit from the new TV series, not the not the one with David Hasselhoff in it, the new one, because I had an old Ford Mustang kicking about from Tamiya, so I thought, what the hell, I'll turn it into kit. So I did that with the other one of these. Really good, really cheap. If you live in America, you can get these a lot cheaper than you can in the UK. I think these are about $10 roughly per board, and you get everything you need: LEDs, switches, battery pack. It will run up to 12 volts. You just have to replace the resistor for a slightly higher grade resistor, but it will run up to 12 volts. So there you go. That's pretty much everything I've got at the moment, besides 5 meters of LED tape, but I'm pretty sure you all know what LED tape looks like. Oh yeah, that's for the bread bar. So, until next time, keep modelling, and cheers, bye.